What's up, you guys? It's Rob here. Today we're going to be talking about Palantir Technologies. I know yesterday I put out a very bearish video about Palantir and how I didn't like the demo day, but I mean, I think the overall sentiment was felt within the stock today, and it did take a very large plummet, and I watched my gains in my shares quickly get erased, and we revisited essentially. I think it was our low was like a $22 roughly ish today. But before I dive into technical analysis and cover the short interest on Palantir, if you guys can do me a favor, drop a like on this video, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and then let me know what your thoughts are about Palantir. How did you guys like the event? Because personally, I think it could have been a lot better for Palantir. I think they could have done a lot better of a job, and their marketing team definitely needs to improve upon it. But let's go ahead and hop on over here into Webull and cover Palantir. So let's hop on to the 1 day time frame. So we had a nice actual pre-market. So pre-market wise, we were definitely headed in a very bullish direction. And then the bell opened and it was like the floor let out from underneath of us and we just free fell. And you can see this by the MACD, the whole entire pretty much first 2 hours was a very overextended move of selling off from $24 pretty much all the way down to, let's call it 23, 25. And then we had a downward channel that we pretty much formed within this the whole entire day. And we just took this channel and rode it and actually broke the channel down here of our low of 2269. Now keep in mind 2280 is actually a really strong support for us. So I'm not surprised by the fact that we hit our low here of 2269 and then we very quickly rebounded and gained 2280 back as a support. 2280 is a really strong support for Palantir, and anytime the stock is actually below that, it tends to move very quickly to the upside because a lot of people tend to buy it up very quickly because that is a very cheap price for Palantir. But really highlighting the MACD again, morning was very overextended. We definitely cooled off. And then when we hit that low, we definitely did change the MACD a lot. And we did have a little bit of an overextended move here. And then we dipped back below the MACD and had a little bit of an overextended move here at the close because we did sell off a pretty large bit into the close. So the huge thing, like I said yesterday, I was kind of predicting the down day, and we did get a down day from Palantir. Now, going forward tomorrow, the huge thing that I want to see us do is we closed at 2315, which is a good sign. So we are above the 2314 support line, which is good. I would want us to get back up and retest 2373. I know it's definitely a very large move, and given what we did today, for a bull case scenario, that's what I could see us doing, is trying to retest 2373 and then maybe falling back down and trying to settle a little bit between 2373 and 2314. But I don't really see a bear case scenario because we really touched our low of 2269 today, and the support of 2280 is very, very, very strong. So if we do break below 2314, I don't see us going very far personally, because 2280, it's like a polar magnet. Literally, we hit it and then we either break through it for a little bit and then we quickly get back through it because the stock doesn't want to be down that low. If we hop out here to the 5 day time frame, we can really see the whole philosophy of buy the rumor, sell the news. And it's an unfortunate thing, but it is a very true thing. So a lot of people bought into the hype of Palantir, and I'm not gonna lie, I was one of the people that bought into it, and then sold off into it. And then people sell off and sell their shares, buy puts and all that kind of stuff, because there was no groundbreaking article that said Palantir double click day, like surprises shareholders or investors or top Fortune 500 companies. There wasn't anything like this. So that's not a good sign for the stock and shows that it is going to have that downward trend. Now, the huge thing, hopping out here and taking a look at the RSI and a couple of the indicators, the RSI is sitting here at 42. Our MACD is definitely very overextended, but towards the end of the day, we did get a less volatile move to the upside, and that sell-off looks like next to nothing compared to what we did earlier in the morning. But really taking a look at this light blue line and this purple line, those are both the MA30 and the MA120. We are trading below both of those right now. So that's another thing that we might want to try to retake tomorrow, is getting above the moving average 30. And if we can get up to the moving average 120, that would be a good way to make a nice trend reversal and go from a very bearish state to a little bit of more of a bullish state kind of thing from a macro perspective. If we jump out here to the 1 month, you can see this trend line that I drew down here from 2086 that we were definitely doing a very good job of respecting, but we ended up breaking through it essentially later yesterday, which, I mean, I hate to say that I'm not surprised, but I mean, given how the event went, it just was going to sell off, and a lot of people sold off on the stock. So, but you can see the rally that we actually had right here during our pre-market was a very good rally that we had, and then we just couldn't sustain it into the open. And that's the huge thing, is if we have a nice rally in the pre-market, we got to sustain it into the open. Otherwise, your floor is just going to drop out, and it just doesn't work well. So when we take a look at the RSI here on the 1 month, 1 hour time frame, let's reset this. We're looking at 38.76 here in the after hours. The MACD definitely is in a bearish state. Currently, they're actually touching in the after hours, but it is a bearish state because it is below the equilibrium. It is a little overextended because of the harsh volatility of the move that we did have today. But really, I'm hoping that Palantir makes it back up above and holds 23.14 as a support and tries to retest 23.73. But that's really what I'm looking for tomorrow, is to see if we can kind of gain back a little bit of our footing and retest a higher resistance. Because if we retest a higher resistance, we're doing a good job of trying to reverse the trend of moving in a downwards bull flag and kind of trying to create that bear flag. And that's what I'm going to be looking for us to do tomorrow. But next thing I wanted to do is highlight the short interest on Palantir. So Palantir actually has about 6.23% short interest of free float, which is, it's not a heavily shorted stock, but it definitely is shorted, because you can see that the current short interest is 76.63 million. And the last reported was 57.74. So the shorts are definitely going after Palantir, because the utilization over here in Ortex is actually up. It's at 40%, and 7 days ago was at 32%. So that's another thing to take a look at. And then the shares that were borrowed today were just 1 million, and they returned 5.05 million shares today. So could we have seen a lot of shorting over the past 2 days? Yes, we could have seen a lot of shorting because of the press of the event. And keep that in mind. Our days to cover actually down here is actually slightly ticking up. Now, I don't want to say that this stock can squeeze, because I don't think this stock is able to be squeezed, but it is definitely very interesting looking at the short interest and then taking a look at the movement of the stock. And granted, no real bad press came out of it, but there were definitely YouTube videos that were created. I created one. I know a lot of other people created a couple of videos saying that they were confused by it. I think Max Maher was another one of the another person who created a short interest, not a short interest video, but a Palantir video, because he was not impressed by the presentation. So it's not surprising that we saw a lot of short interest come in and kind of really drive down the price of the stock, along with the fact of people buying the rumor and selling the news. But let me know what you guys think about Palantir moving forward. Are you guys taking this opportunity, since we're pretty low right now, to load up on a couple of shares and kind of bring your dollar cost average down. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice or anything like that, but it's definitely an opportunity that we could take if we wanted to. But let me know what you guys are thinking, and make sure while you're at it, down in the comment section, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Remember to ring that bell and turn the notifications on. Also, if you do want to use Webull, my referral link is down in the comment section below. You do get 2 free stocks when you join Webull, valued anywhere between $10 and $1,600. And then you get one of those free stocks when you join and your account's approved. You get the other free stock when you deposit $100 on the platform. So you do get 2 free stocks when you join Webull using my referral link. And then I also get a free stock because you used my referral link. But that's what I got for you guys today. Hope you guys have a great Friday and see you over the weekend. Peace.